Now it's time for your latest Heisman Trophy Power Rankings. We got the top 10 for you. Once you get outside the top 3 or 4, it's kind of a mess, though.
Yeah, it's not really what you're looking for overall. Now, let's start things first. Let's start with what we're going on with the bottom 5. Now, Laviska Shenault Jr. in the 10, Travis Etienne at 9, Jonathon Taylor at 8, Ian Book at 7, and then Will Grier coming in at number 6. Now, overall, this entire group, especially in the back 5, they're good. Like, this is a good group, but they're just not going to end up winning anything. I mean, Jonathon Taylor lost his chance against Michigan. He did play quite well, but it simply wasn't good enough. And then also with Will Grier, we had him in the top 5 last week, and he simply couldn't get it done this week against Iowa.
I kind of tried to warn you about Will Grier, by the way.
You did.
Just so you know.
All right, let's go to the top 5. McKenzie Milton coming in at number 5. Because you know what, Tom? No team gets more hate than UCF, who had a huge win this week. Huge win against Memphis. Big-time comeback win. On the road, they get it done 31-30. McKenzie Milton was good in this game. So far, 22 total touchdowns on the year, almost 2,000 total yards. I am a believer, Tom. I'm a believer in this UCF Knights team. Give them more respect. Give them the respect they deserve. Put them in the top 15.
Look, I'll make note of this. I find it weird that you're saying that they should get respected if they almost lost to a 4-2 Memphis team.
That's a Memphis team. That's a great offense. On the road. Again, on the road, everyone else in the country is getting upset. They pull off a huge comeback and get the win. Don't give me that. All right. Let's go to number 4. Another team that was losing and then came back and pulled off another upset. Justin Herbert with Oregon. He's been great this year for them. He really has been the player that they needed him to be. And last year we saw with the injuries, he just wasn't able to really take that next step. But this year overall, he's been a great leader for them on the offensive side of the ball. He knows what they got to do, and he understands really how to balance that offense very well. And I've been very, very impressed with what Herbert's been able to bring to the table this year. So much so that people are calling him a probable top 10 pick in the NFL draft this upcoming year.
He's quarterback 1.
Still pretty surprising to me, but he comes in at number 4 on our Heisman rankings. Now, he's the half a player who actually counts on this Heisman rankings. Let's now get to the 3 far and away favorites in the Heisman ranking. Kyler Murray's still there. Lost to Texas, just a rivalry game. His stats are ridiculous. Oklahoma is still ridiculous. The only way, though, that he's going to win is if Tua and Dwayne Haskins take a huge step back, which I just don't really see happening right now, but it's just impressive the amount of touchdowns that Kyler Murray has been able to put up so far this season. 26 total touchdowns. He's been absolutely electric, especially on the ground.
The top 2, as they've been for some time, have been Dwayne Haskins and Tua. So Harris at number 2. Who do you have?
It's still Dwayne Haskins for me. Now, I understand that Haskins leads the nation in touchdown passes. He's been great for Ohio State, but just Alabama has a better team this year, and Tua, mind you, still has 0 turnovers on the year. No turnovers for Tua Tagovailoa. 0, which is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane that Tua has to turn the ball over this year. But overall, Dwayne Haskins has been very, very good for this Ohio State
team. He's been fantastic.
I just did not expect this. I didn't expect Dwayne Haskins to be this good. I didn't expect him to be first-round quarterback.
He should have played over J.T. Barrett.
Yeah, he definitely should have played over J.T. Barrett. But for as good as Dwayne Haskins has been, Tua has been as good and better. He just has. He has not turned the ball over for Alabama this year. He has been using their weapons perfectly and has just been a dominant force of nature all season long.
He's been pretty close to perfect.
He's been as good as you possibly can be.
His worst game actually was probably this week against Missouri.
And he still threw for, 300 yards and a couple of touchdowns as well. Like, he is one of the best quarterbacks that I have ever seen at the college level. And I'm excited to see what he's going to do in the coming weeks when they go up against LSU, when they go up against Auburn. Like, these are going to be some fun games.
Once he gets challenged.
Exactly. I'm excited to see what he's going to do against some real SEC defenses, because we've only seen, like, to me, it's kind of like, a car. You're just, if you're in a Ferrari, you can just cruise at 70 on a highway open road for a while. But once you get a Bugatti next to you and you guys got to race and go 200, then you're really going to see what that engine looks like.
It doesn't really matter for this year's Heisman race, but we did see him get challenged in the national title game and look pretty darn good.
Yeah, he looked pretty incredible, and his team is better this year somehow than they were last year.
All right, folks, chatsports.com/bet. Sign up with BetDSI. Get the single best offer out there. Use promo code CFB120. Put down $100 They'll give you 120 for free for a grand total of $220 to bet with. You are playing with house money.
That's a lot of money there, Tom.
Yeah, it is.
That's $120 free that you get to use. You don't even need to touch the amount of money you initially deposit. You should use that deposit bonus.